Okay, guys, we are ready. We are live. Good morning. How are you doing? So it's 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are session 2 today. Our goal is to take our account from about 112 to 200. That is session 2. If you guys don't know the story, watch the last live session, which was yesterday. We have live sessions every day, so we are starting from 112. Let me just share my screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Let's go here. Let's share the entire screen so everything is on the table. Okay. Seeing is believing. There we go. And I'm going to go down here. And here is what we have right now. So I'm going to write that down. Today is the 14th. There we go. And now it's 9:30. If we go to the charts, you can see what NASDAQ is doing. These are 5-minute bars. You can see the first bar is printing right now. It's this one right here. It's this bar right here. That's the 5-minute bar. And you can see it is shooting up. So we're going to trade that bar. Doesn't matter. We're going to trade the bar. But for me to trade that bar, I'm going to go down to 2 minutes and see what is going on. Because 5 minutes, 2 minutes, you can see it is going up, but it's already showing us okay, so we're going to go here. We're going to buy that bar. It is going up, so we're going to buy the, and our stop loss is going to be here, 25.17. This is 255.17. Boom, boom. And we're going to move our stop loss to that part so we can break even. We don't want to lose anything. There is our stop loss. We already moved it. Okay, move our stop loss to above the bar. We're going to move our stop loss, trailing the stop loss. That's how we play this game, my friends. Okay, there we go. So we are moving the stop loss, guys. We just moved it because it's the first bar. It's extremely crazy. It will probably just come down again, pull back. They reel you in and then they pull you out. Okay, you can see it is still moving. Okay, so let's see what's the follow through. But this was really, really, you can see the 20 and the 200 are close. Let's look at gold. The arrangement might be the same. Well, with gold, you can see the first, yes, it's also going up. Yes, even gold, you can see it's going up. You can see the 20 and the 200 are close to each other. Okay. Okay, so I think it came down and took us out. Oh, it did take us out. Whoa. Did it take us out? 118. Oh, man. So it only gave us 6. Okay, so it came down. It gave us 6. I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay, but it's still going on. Let's look at it. Yep, it's still going on. So we're just gonna enter that again. Boom. We're gonna put our stop loss right where we entered. At let's go here. My goodness, 25557. This is where our stop loss is. You can see where our stop loss is. We're gonna move it up. Maybe not. We're gonna give it breathing space. As soon as it clears that bar, as the bar goes up, we're gonna bring this up. We don't want to lose too much. Let's see. There we go. Keep moving, brother. There we go. We're going to move a little further here. Minimize the damage. Oh, almost us out. Minimize the damage here. The first trade is very tricky because it's extremely volatile. Okay, I'm just waiting for it to go above so I can. Okay. Do we have enough muscle to go up? Yes. Yes. Yes, baby. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. We're going to put it right there to the top of this. There we go. We are above. We are above our break even. Okay. Just trail our stop loss to see how much we can have it this move. Okay, so that's the primary move there. There we go. Again, we are just around there. Okay. All right, it's coming down now. So that's the second 5-minute bar. Let me look at this. Yes, you can see. So now I think this is the first push up, little small one. Now it's coming, it's printing a red. So we want to be out of that market. Okay, it's going to kick us out now. Boom, we're out. Okay, so we are at 129. All right, guys, so we started at 112. We are now at 129. We're going to watch the 2-minute. Let's go and look at the 2-minute. So if this engulfs this bar here, we're going to jump in, guys, okay? If this red bar goes below this bar, okay, we are using a very simple strategy. We call it the free flow color change strategy, guys. You guys can hear me? I hope you can hear me, guys. Okay. Yeah, everybody says they can hear me. Okay, there we go. There's a massive wick at the top. Okay, so for me, let's go back. Where's that? There we go. It's a 2-minute bar. Let's see what happens. If we have a green bar printing here and going up, we're still going to jump in for a... So this is like perfect here. This was like a most ideal situation. We have the 200 is flat, the 20 is above, pointing up, and then you have this massive candle going up. Okay, so now it looks like this is deciding to go up. Not quiet. Let's see. This is going to close in a few seconds, 8 seconds. These are 2-minute bars. And here I have 5-minute bars. You can see that that is still moving up. But we got out. So let's see what happens here. It's coming down. Indecision time. It is indecision time. We have taken 2 trades already, guys. They didn't give us much. But you remember our rule? 3 trades, two winning trades out. So literally, we should not be trading now. We should be out of the market. But this is a training account, so I want you guys to see what happens. The bad, the good, and the ugly. We're going to share all that so you guys can learn. You see, your first strongest trades are probably the first trades. And while the market is doing what it is doing, let's do what we normally have to do, the 2 house chores, the 2 housekeeping chores. One is a prayer, the second one is a disclaimer. In the belief of the power mighty, we pray that the training we are sharing with our members here today, my student, plus all those who are going to watch the replay on YouTube, if they implement the training, that they may be successful. We also pray that the markets be good to us. We pray and believe in the power mighty. Amen. Thank you guys for being here. So now you can see it is coming down. So I'm going to sell this very quickly. My stop loss is going to be here, 22,594, 25,594. That's our stop loss. You cannot trade without a stop loss, guys. And we're hoping it's going to push further down. Most likely it may not, because you can see what is going on. It's not an A plus. So we entered around here. The stop loss is here, 22,590. Let's see. Oh no, it's already going up. 22,590. Yeah, you can see it's been negated immediately. So this is gonna be trouble for us. Okay. This move has been negated right away. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So this is gonna bring us down, really, really down. Um, I'm just gonna not let this go further. I don't want to give up a lot of the account. It's a small account. So we got to bring it down. Our stop loss, make it tighter. So we brought it to the top of this. That move was actually negated right away. So let's see. Looking at this, you see it's already printing a green candle. Oh my goodness. So I think that took us out already. Now, okay. Let's see. There's a lot of shoving and pushing here. We're going to bring this further down to that candle itself. There we go. One ticker above that candle. In case it shoots up, we minimize the damage to the account. It's a very small account, so we don't have a lot of leg room, as they say, to play around with. So you guys can understand what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with 100 and something accounts, whereas some of our members are trading millions of dollars in their accounts, so they have the leg room. Okay, so this is now going to blow us out. There we go. We are out officially, so we're going to buy, and the buying is going to be done right now. We did it, and our stop loss is at 20,567. Okay, there we go. The stop loss is right there. And we're going to bring this here, break even. Okay, so we are at break even though you can see it's now acting a little weird. Okay, we are giving it breathing room. Let's see how far. So now basically what they're doing is they're called liquidity sweeps. So they know people have been reeled in, like we were already reeled in. We are in now. Most of our retailers have jumped in because FOMO, we don't want to miss the move. We all jump in, and now they're coming back to sweep the liquidities. So here, they have already taken all these stop losses here. So now they can decide to go. So either I believe there's still muscle to go to the upside, because you see now here, a lot of people jumped in here. Or do you see what that wick did? Just came and wicked everybody out. So that liquidity has already been taken. Okay, those are what we call liquidity sweeps. There's going to be another one down here at the bottom. So I might not be surprised to see this come down and wick people down here. Folks were here, and then prepare for another upward move. But there we go. So you guys are learning something. If we look at our account, it doesn't look that nice anymore. It was 129, and now it's what? Oh, there we go. Guys, see where we are now? We're going to move up even better now. Even better. Even better. Even better. So I moved that thing. I moved that thing. Move that thing. Oh, let's move it down. Let's move it down. Well, this has not been pocketed yet, so don't count that. We don't count the horses that are still in the bush. I come from traditions where they value animals, so they talk about cows. Maybe some of you don't know what cows are. I know some people call them cattle. Some people would confuse a cow and a goat, a sheep and a bull. So anyway, it doesn't matter where you come from. So we talk about not counting your cows before they come home. So we don't want to count our cows before they all come home. Aha. So let's see. Come on, give us another push up. Okay, we're going to put this right here. We don't want to give up all our winnings, our gains. So I've moved my stop loss, guys. I moved my stop loss to right there. Boom, boom, out. Okay, boom, boom, out. So we gave up some winnings. We are at 132, I think. 132.07. Okay. So 112 to 129, and now it's 132.07. All right. So that's $20 gain in what? 15. Okay, now, guys, the 15-minute candle has just printed. So the 15-minute. So let's go and do the 15-minute. And then we're going to use one strategy that allows us to get out of the market. That's what we're going to do. So we can do the 15-minute breakout. So there we go. Mark that, the top to the bottom of that big, massive candle. There we go. We've marked the top to the bottom. Okay. It's still going up. Guys, you can see that's still going up. We still have this drawing from yesterday. That was take profit hit. You guys saw that trade that we set up yesterday. The take profit was hit with no big deal. Okay. No big deal. Yep. So the 15-minute breakout works. Remove these drawings. Okay. So let's make another drawing because I just removed all of them. I don't want too many things on the chart. It's confusing. There we go. So that's where we are now. So we're going to wait. We're going to go down to the 5 minutes. Okay. So first, after opening, when we open, what do we jump in with? We make some money using the FFCC strategy, which is the free flow color change strategy. Okay, we let that happen. We make money with that. Okay, and then now this is our get off the computer trade setup where we're going to use the open range. We set a stop loss and a take profit, and we can leave the market. Okay. So for now, this is the 15-minute open range. So we're going to go down to the 5 minutes. This is where we're going to take our trades from. So you can see this is how the first 15-minute is these 3 candles here. Each candle is 5 minutes. So when you add 5 plus 5 plus 5, that's 15. Now, if we go to 15-minute time frame, which is a higher time frame, we see one big candle, which was a massive candle, guys. You can see why it started from an ideal position. The 200 is down here, it's facing up. The 20 is up here, is facing up. And this shot up right from the 20, hugging the 20, okay? So now let's go to the 5 minute, and you can see the 5 minute is right here. So we are waiting for a breakout. The breakout could be on the top or on the bottom. Once the breakout takes place, what do? We enter on a retest, okay? We wait for a retest, okay? Now, there are many, many strategies based off this open range. One thing, you could mark the previous, you could have you could mark a zone of the previous swing high. Some people trade that, swing highs and swing lows, which is basically support and resistance and price action. I don't want to confuse you guys because we like to keep it simple here. So we're just going to use our free flow color change, which we just executed very well today. Executed very well here. We took advantage of this. We took advantage of this. Now this is coming down. Okay, so this is coming down. However, it's not convincing for me to jump in yet, because for me to jump in here, this has to engulf the previous one. So if the red candle comes below the green candle here, I can say that is severely a color change that will allow me to jump in. But at the way it is behaving right now, no, not enough muscle for me. It's not a power bar, okay? So it's not a power bar that has changed color, so there's no need of getting in here. If you get in here for a short trade, you're going to suffer. It's likely going to just weak you out, okay? So I'll avoid something like that. If we go to the down further to the 2 minutes, you get more opportunities with the 2 minutes. You can see the 2 minute has literally closed above, okay? it came, it actually broke out above. Okay, it broke out above, and now you can see this red candle has literally it did engulf that green candle there. Okay, so you could enter the trade, but it's not really engulfed. It's the same size. Yeah, you see, it's not that strong. Yeah, they are not power candles. Let's zoom in and see. Yeah, you can't really call it an engulfer because it started below the green. An engulfer would mean that it completely blocks this previous candle here. Yeah, that's what I would refer to as an engulfer. However, a setup is showing up here. There's a setup showing up here. We could refer to this as a breakout, retest, and then if it closes above this, it goes above this, you could enter for a, yeah, literally, you could enter. We would hate for it to come and swing low inside this range, but having what you have now, this would be, yes, this could be a trade that you can enter to the upside, okay? And what I would do is I would bring my long position, and you can set a buy limit trade actually here. This would be my stop loss right there, and I'll be risking a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. Right, 1 to 2. There we go. Where's the 2? Man, it's usually hard to scroll and just have the 2. Bam. Always have problems with the 2. Okay, 1 to 2, 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. There. That's if it closes above. It didn't, so that trade is not valid. Okay, you can see it did not close above this range. This candle actually is below the range. Yeah. Okay, so we're still not waiting. Let's go back to our 5 minute. This is where we like to take the trade. So the 5 minute has not closed above, so we're going to remove this. It has not. The previous swing high is this one here. If you're using the swing lows and swing highs, and here is a liquidity pool, which you can see there was a massive breakout. So we're going to wait for the retest of that pool. If you mark that, okay, you see that body here? If you mark that candle, you mark that zone right there, that zone. Marking that zone, this zone here, this is the previous swing high. See that? That zone. That could be a liquidity zone for you. So what are you going to be looking for? You're going to be looking for a, let's see, so we are looking for that territory there. See that territory there? There we go. There we go. So that's an interesting zone, okay? That is an interesting zone. So what I would be looking for in a case like this, if I'm playing the zone stuff or the swing highs, for my case, I would simply wait for this to come down, weak, this area here. That means take all this, clean up all this liquidity that's sitting here, and then shoot up, especially if I get, they call them hammer candles with a long tail at the bottom. That would be an ideal situation for me to enter the trade for the upside, okay? So for now, we are waiting for a breakout. So we marked our zone. Let's look at gold. How is gold behaving? Similarly, you can see this was the opening candle right there, the 930, and then it was pushed down, up, down. So not really anything major. So if we put the 15 minutes, you can see the 15-minute was this weird looking candle here, that one. So it will be one with a tall tail at the top, massive wick at the top, and then it's like this. That is the 15-minute. That is a gold's opening range for today, the 15-minute. Okay, so there you go. So that's 15-minute for gold. So there are many strategies that our students use, our members are using in the Smart Wolf Club. But a lot of them have made some money today using the FCC, the open range. Just at 9:30, you go to the 2 minutes and you start trading right away. Okay, so keep me logged in. So we have grown the account a little bit. We haven't hit our goal of 200 today. As the topic suggests, our goal was to take it from 112 to 200. Now, as I told you, we don't control the market. Okay, so I don't want anybody to crucify me for not getting to 200. Okay, you never know what you're gonna get. Okay, you give it your best shot. Okay, guys, one thing I want you guys to do is, for those of you who are watching this on YouTube as a replay, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Look at our channel statistics. Compare this with other channels that are in the same, offering the same type of alpha. They have millions, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, okay? We only have a little bit, tiny, just like the village. This population is not the village, and I know we are bigger than a village. Okay, so guys, take us out of the village and subscribe en masse. Okay, subscribe, hit the subscription button, hit the notification button. So every day at 9:30 we have a live. This week you're going to be treated to a live every single day. You're going to learn the strategy. You're going to see us come in and take the trades. Okay, live, and you can follow along. I told you guys, just come in with your Forex platform ready, because the whole of this week we're going to be doing Forex, probably the whole of this next week Forex, until we get this account to 1600, and then beyond to about 10K. And then we're going to start mixing it in so we can show you guys stocks, how you can literally retire on a stocks trading options. We're going to show you that. We've already talked about it. If you go and watch some of our previous lives, here is the playlist. It says, can I recover 1600? In some of those lives, we have literally shown you guys how you can retire on. If you want, I can sprinkle that at the end of this presentation. At the end of this presentation, I'm going to show you how, in summary, overview, very brief overview. I'm not going to go into the details where I'm actually taking the trades. You can take option trades and retire with a smaller investment on your part. Okay, now let's put a disclaimer here. Okay, we did the prayer, let's put a disclaimer. Whatever I'm sharing with you guys is very risky. Okay, trading is very risky. You can lose your entire investment. If you guys have not been here long enough, you could have seen us losing $1,600 to $8. So you can lose with one click. Okay, 1 second, 1 week down, boom, your account is gone. Okay, so when you're trading, please only trade with money that you can afford to lose, and only money that you can afford to lose. Okay, don't trade money that you cannot afford to lose. If you don't have the money to trade, you can use paper money. Most of these brokers give you demo accounts, so you can follow along using demo accounts. Okay, so no big deal there. All right, don't feel okay. So here you can see what is going on. Okay, you can see what is going on here. So it went up and now it's coming down. Okay, so we are expecting a breakout. We didn't really break out here. We came up here. The candle closed inside. So that's not considered a breakout, even though the wicks are at the top. I will not consider those breakouts. So now we are going down. If we go to 2 minutes, you'll see how far down we are going. Let me see. Yeah. So again, we are still going down. Still going down. Still going down. Okay, so now it's trying to go up. Trading requires a lot of patience, okay? Especially if you are trading live, it requires a lot of patience because you have to be there and watching the screen. However, guys, as I'm telling you, as we proceed with this account, my student account, at some point we're going to be hands-free. We're going to use what we call bots. We have created a bot, and I would want you guys to participate in the bot. We have a bot that actually trades for us. Okay, no guarantees. This is not some financial advice. You could lose your money. The bot can go crazy. My student did use a bot before, so he is scared of bots. His account had grown up to about 4,000, and it came crashing down to 800 in one hour or 2 hour session because the bot went rogue. The guys who are running the bot did something, and my goodness, gold, it was trading gold. So the price of gold was falling, and the bot went crazy trying to correct whatever was happening. And apparently there was something wrong. They had done something to the code that just wiped out most accounts, and my student's account was obliterated. So that was about 3-4 years ago, and my student never trusted trading again. He went back to his 9 to 5. You can imagine a guy who lives under $1 per day. He sees 4,000 nest egg, and then all of a sudden he comes one morning and the account is $800. Okay, and then what do? We start learning to trade, and I tell him, this is a trading account now, so we can push these accounts, so we can do whatever we want, so you can learn. And we went through the bad and the ugly, pushed the account to about 1,600, and then it came crashing down to $8. Wow, one soup, because we were pushing it so hard. We were doing the ugly, the good, and the bad. Okay, so that's a good thing with a training account. You can do whatever you want to see, so you can learn what would happen if you overtrade, for example. That's what we've been talking in the last few sessions, talking about that, overtrading. The market taketh what it giveth if you stay long enough in the market. So the professionals will tell you, they get in, they hit their goal, and they get out. So if your goal is 2 trades per day, 3 trades per day, you hit that, you get out. If your goal is to grow your account by 1% or 0.01%, you hit that, you leave the market. So you must have a plan, and we do have a plan right here. So let me show you. So we're trying to follow our plan. Here is our recovery plan, and it is a very, very aggressive. It's an aggressive recovery plan, guys. It's very, very aggressive. You can see it right here. This is the word aggressive recovery model. Let me expand that so you guys can see it. That's it. That's the big word right there. Aggressive recovery model. Okay. So session 1, our goal was to get it to 108. We got it to 112. That was yesterday. Session 2 is today to get it to 200. Right now we are sitting at 132. So we need about $68. We're going to find those somewhere. Session 3 is to double. So literally is doubling the account. So yesterday we actually doubled the account because we started from 55.71 and we pushed it to 112. So that was we were actually at 114, and then as I said, we overtraded. Okay. So this is our channel here, guys. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like these videos, share this with your community. And in the Smart Wolf Club, you learn everything. You learn crypto, Forex. Right now, we are focusing on Forex. That's not all what our members are doing. Our coaches are into everything. Stocks, crypto, Forex, stocks, travel, okay? Digital marketing. So travel here, they share some of their travel escapades. Because look here, our freedoms, we are fighting for freedom. Our philosophy in the Smart Wolf Club is freedom, okay? Financial freedom, location freedom, and time. Time is so important. It's one of the best. Never let somebody waste your time, because this is a resource that is limited. You can never, we are only here for a very short time. Okay. You guys, I don't know, some of you are believers, not believers. It doesn't matter what you believe in. But time, our time is defined. We don't know. I don't know when I wouldn't know. I don't know if I'll wake up tomorrow. Okay. So my time is very limited here. Okay. So don't let anybody waste your time. Now, for our coaches, they are extremely busy because, as I told you, these guys are into so many things. And a lot of them have been online for many, many years. We have Tajimoto on here from Tokyo, Japan, one of our coaches, over 20 years in the Smart Wolf Club. We have Malemala from Cape Town, South Africa. Cape Town, South Africa. I repeat that because sometimes people are like, what are you talking about? I'm talking about these are guys who have been working their asses off online. Excuse my French. Some of them have been online since 1998. I've been online since 1998. A lot of our coaches have been online for many, many years. Some people have been trading for almost 40 years, some of them, okay? Some of them will tell you some weird stories about trading. See, now you can go online and take a trade. Those days, you literally had to pick up the phone and call somebody to buy something for you. Okay? You want to buy a stock, you got to call some guy in the stock exchange and wire your money. I mean, it was a process. I mean, it will take time. But now you can literally go in 1 minute and 1 minute out. We even have some of our coaches trade the second, the ticker time frames. Instead of 1 minute, it can go down to 1 minute. Right now, I can go to TradingView and trade on 1 minute, based on 1 minute, right? I can go down as low as 1 minute. No, actually, okay, I have the professional plan. I can go down to 1 second. I can go down to the second. You see the second? You can go down to the seconds. This one here. See, it doesn't even allow me to do that. Oh yeah, I have the essential plan. You need the essential plan to do that. Second by second, you have to upgrade your plan. Okay, even more. Okay, so you guys, if you want to play the second game, you have to upgrade your plan. So I do know some of our coaches are using the second. Literally, they watch a pattern, they see a setup, like you superimpose, let's say, NASDAQ and S&P 500. This is one of the easiest strategies. And the S&P 500 moves up, the NASDAQ is going to move up right away. So what do? They're going to take a long trade on the NASDAQ. And boom, in 1 second, they're out of the market. You see how rapido that is? Literally, the first 20 minutes, they watch their setup and they're out. So we need to upgrade to the premium plan. Okay, premium plan will allow us to see the second. But whatever we have right now for me is essential because I don't use the second by second. But if you want to trade the second by second, I can share the strategy with you guys. Okay, I can show you the strategy. I can show you what some of our members are doing, and you guys can effect that. If you feel like you want to go second by second, there you go. So upgrade to the premium plan. So I'm going to put the link in the description. You'll get a discount, okay? All right. If we upgrade, we can see. Literally, if I hit that, it upgrades my plan. Okay, here is the premium is $49.95. What we have is the essential right now, billed annually or monthly, it doesn't matter. You save money. So you can go to the premium. That gives you the second by second. You can see it right here. It should show you the charts. Custom time frames. So you can customize your time frames. Okay. Tick-based intervals, no. You see, we don't have tick-based. Second-based intervals, they're here. You see, they're disabled on our part. But for you, now, if you want to get the tick-based intervals, you have to go even higher to the ultimate. This one here, the now $199.95. So $49.95 per month. For some of you, that's nothing, right? That's what you spend for a cup of coffee, okay? So you can save $120 if you upgrade. And with this one here, second by second, you can literally come in 20 minutes, you're out of the market by using the superimpose. We call it the superimposing strategy. Basically, what you have is you set up your chart in such a way that you have both the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 on one chart. So you can see the wave of both of them. So when the S&P 500 goes up, NASDAQ is going to follow, or vice versa. Okay. So the S&P goes up, NASDAQ is going to follow right away. Okay. So can you guys see the opportunity there? You already know the outcome. You know what is going to happen. NASDAQ falls, you know what is going to happen to when the S&P falls, you know what is going to happen to the NASDAQ. Okay. So, all right, here we go. Look at gold. Gold is pumping up now. It's pushing up. Let's look at NASDAQ. Let's go back. Forget about. Okay, so we broke out. That's 1 minute tickers. No, we are not looking at 1 minute. We are down to the 5 minute. Okay, guys, we missed it by talking too much. Here it is. See this? This is our trade right there. We missed it. We missed it. Talking too much. Long trade, long position right there. A stop loss here. And take profit 1 to 2 right there. 1 to 2. There we go. So we're going to enter this trade. Okay, we are going to enter this trade. Amen. I like the setup. And then it's 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. There we go. So that's our trade, guys. That is our trade. That is our trade. We just wait for it to happen. Okay. We have closed above. This is our breakout right here. And I'm hoping this is our retest. Okay. This candle here, guys, you want me to expand it? I like it. This candle here. It literally closed above this range. So that is our first breakout. That is our breakout right there on the 5-minute time frame for NASDAQ today. So let me recap this strategy, because some of you are going to use this to make lots of money. Okay, so you're going to go to 15-minute first. 9:30, you're on your computer. So you wait for the first 15 minutes to go. Okay, so the first 15 minutes go, you're going to mark the top and the bottom of that candle. Then you're going to wait for a breakout, okay? Either on the top or below. So you're going to wait for a breakout. Sometimes it goes to the bottom. Then you're going to wait for a retest, okay? So like now, we've been waiting for the breakout all morning. And I'm so happy it just happened, okay? So here is the breakout, guys. Here is the breakout. Okay, that's the breakout. Here is a retest, okay? Even though it doesn't look like a red candle, but that would be my retest right there, okay? It's just going to be a higher risk trade, so I'm going to risk less. So I'm going to move my stop loss up there. And now I am going to move my stop loss where it is right now. Okay, so that's my stop loss. Okay, so now I am going to enter this trade. And I'm going to have stop losses and all that stuff. So I've entered. I just bought. My stop loss is going to be, let's go to the chart, see where our stop loss is. This is our stop loss right there. 25,590. 25,590. That's where our stop loss is, but that's not what we want. We want to move it a little further there. Okay, so that's our stop loss there. And where is our take profit? Our take profit is going to be here, guys. Our take profit is far away. This is our take profit right here. This is our stop loss, 25,590. Now, you know what? This is not even our breakout because this thing ended up being green. It's not a retest, it's just a breakout. So now it's coming down. All right, let's see how we're going to manage this trade so we can minimize the damage. Yeah, this is how I'm going to minimize the damage. Just put it really close. Okay, if it allows us to go break even, yes, I am going to break even there. I don't want to lose any. Yes, I'm going to put it right there. Too close. I know it's going to take me out. I don't mind. Boom, I'm out. Give us a chance to get out. Wait for a proper retest. Guys, it's 10:16. Are you guys having fun yet? Okay, so we added like $1. Okay. Yep, we added just about $1. Okay, so from that trade, we did gain $1. I don't like to lose, so I just gained $1 because it's a trade that gave me butterflies. The retest is not the type of retest that I like. Okay, so I really didn't want to consider this as a retest. Okay. Even though you can see it's still pumping up, I didn't want to take the risk. It's a very tiny account because look, it comes out, it doesn't close. This is the only candle that closes above. Okay, and then I see this dip in here, so this is just a week. Okay, so I don't consider that a retest. Okay, I would have considered that a retest if it was something like this. Like yesterday, we had a doji red candle here. We had a doji. So for me, the retest does not happen. So forget this, okay? Forget this, guys. Forget this. Somebody's like, oh, you don't know what you're doing. Listen, guys, even professional traders lose. Most of them probably have a winning rate of 50%, 50 out of 50. So 5 trades, they win, five trades they win, 5 trades they lose, and they still make a lot of money. Even when at 38%, I think that is the minimum. With a winning rate of 38%, you can still make a lot of profit. If, let's say, your risk to reward ratio is 1 to 3, okay? With a 38% winning rate, you're still very profitable. So this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a retest. So I want to see a really solid red candle come back to retest that level, okay? And then see if the buyers have the muscle to literally overcome that pullback. If they do, then I know they are in for it for the long haul. Then I can come clearly here, risk a lot of money for a risk reward ratio of 1 to 2 with a big lot size like I just had done. My lot size was extremely aggressive, okay? I was going to be margin call. If you guys were paying attention to my margin was very, very low, okay? You see, like this free margin here where it says 13,000, when I put this, my margin had come down to just a few hundreds, okay? So I did not want to risk that, okay? Because this is a trade you want to set and forget. You want to put your stop loss, your take profit, and you go to the beach or go to your 9 to 5 or go take care of whatever you like. So that's exactly why I had to get out of that trade before the cows come home. Now I'm going to be talking about cows because I grew up in the village running after cows, goats, and chicken. Now, so some of you guys are like, what are cows? Are they goats? No, come on, man. Cows and goats are 2 different animals. You know what a cow is? I can show you a cow. So make sure everybody is on. This is just a commercial break. Okay, we've been so serious for a long time. Cow. Here is a cow. I'm gonna show. See, that's a cow. All right, right there. That's a cow, guys. That's a cow. And what is a goat? Okay, a goat is like this. This is how a goat looks like. Okay, there is a goat. There is a goat, okay? Raising dairy goats. Yep, we milked goats, and the milk was good. We milked goats. We milked cows. Did we milk chicken? No, no, forget, guys. I'm just kidding. So the chicken is, this is chicken now. Okay. You guys love eggs, I know. So chicken belongs to the birds. It's a bird, literally. It's a big bird. Okay, here's a bird. It's chicken, and it does give eggs. Oh, no, I didn't want to bring that guy's video up. So this is chicken, okay? This is chicken, guys. They come in different shapes, colors, and sizes. This is chicken, and you can see they lay eggs. They have different, wow, see, different. Okay, so that's enough of the animals. Backyard chickens. Ooh, you can see there's somebody here. This website ranks so highly. Backyard chickens. Look at it. Something very simple, but it ranks like top on Google, my friend. You know how much these fellows are making? Keyword chicken, and they rank top. Wow. You guys know about SEO? That's what we do in digital marketing, okay? You're going to learn all those under digital marketing. Digital marketing. You could use what we call organic or inorganic. No, I didn't mean that. Organic or paid. Okay, organic is literally where you rank your content or your website or whatever you're selling online, your services, your products, your software, your whatever you're selling. Okay, yourself. You could brand yourself and sell whatever service. You rank yourself so highly that when people enter a search word, a key phrase, like let's say on Google, like chicken, we just went there and said chicken, and your site shows up on the top. You know how many millions of people are trying to figure out how to raise chicken, raising chicken 101 basics, and this is probably something they're selling. It could even be their own book. They could be selling their own book, or they could be selling somebody else's book. So here also, when you're here, you're treated to advertising. Okay, so you see now here, did you just see what happened? Join our newsletter. So what are they trying to do here? They're going to collect your information. They're going to collect your email. So you're going to put your email here and subscribe. Okay, this pop-up here is right there for you to give them your email. Now, once you give them your email, what is going to happen? Do you know? They're going to send you some useful information, okay? Psych. Yes, they will. They'll definitely send you some very good information about chickens and stuff. And then they're also going to market to you. They're going to try to sell you some stuff. And that's how they make money, okay? They say one email, it used to be, those are statistics. If you have an email list of, let's say, 1,000 people who are fairly motivated, fairly warmed up leads, you can literally make $1 per person per month. So if you have 1,000 subscribers, you could be making $1,000 if you have your audience warmed up properly, okay? So those are some of the strategies you learn in the digital marketing aspects in the Smart Wolf Club. So you guys can join the Smart Wolf Club. You can go through the digital marketing classes. And if you need hand holding, some of our coaches can take you through the process, okay? You're going to learn all this stuff. So this is just something. You can create this very easily now with AI. Literally, you can create this using AI. So guys, right now I'm sprinkling some AI dust. I do that. Okay, so here we are waiting. No retest really. You can see this was meant to be a retest. Not really. Not really. This candle is gonna close soon. There's no retest. I don't see a retest. One other strategy we could use is the reversal, breakout and then reversal. So with the reversal, what do? We wait for two forms of reversals. Either we have a hammer candle at the top or an engulfer. Seriously, bearish engulfing candle at the top. That can allow us to enter this trade. So I really want to enter a trade so you guys can see what you can do if you don't want to be glued to your computer the whole day trying to make money. You could literally wait for a retest, or you can enter for a reversal. Now, with the reversal, I'm going to show you what happens. So let's say these candles go up green, 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 all the way up here. And then we see a hammer candle, for example. A hammer, which is indicates a reversal with a tall, a hammer would be an inverted hammer at the top. Okay, so you have a candle, could be a red or green with a long tail at the top. Okay, and then it starts going down. So we're going to enter, stop loss is going to be at the top of the hammer. Okay, the wick. And of course, our take profit is going to be below this open breakout here. So this would be our take profit. So it will be a 1 to whatever. No, literally, it could be a 1 to 3, a 1 to 6. This can give you some massive, massive. What did I do? I just ate some nuts. I got a lot of snackers here. Normally, I don't do that. I bite on apple. Here's the apple. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. Excuse me, guys. I'm biting. Okay. People say it's rude to chew while you're talking. No, hey, listen. We have to have fun. Trading is so, it can be lonely some. It's boring. You're just watching at your screens. We got to find some light moments. So, guys, what can we say? We started at 112. We are now at 133. We are waiting for a setup that will take us overboard. We looked at gold. How is gold? Oh, my goodness. Here's gold. Gold is breaking out eventually. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. Are we going to have a retest with gold? If we get a retest with gold, we're going to enter a gold trade. There we go. That's a 15-minute. We go down to the 5 minutes. Okay, so that's the retest. Okay. All right. So there you go. Gold is going up. So we're going to do gold now. Guys, we're changing gears. Now with gold, you have to be very, very careful. Okay, gold is extremely volatile. So we're going to buy gold. Okay. And this is the game right here. So we're going to go like this. Long position right there. Our stop loss, oh, this is where we entered, I think, right there. Stop loss is going to be this guy here. And our take profit is going to be 1 to 2. There we go. So our stop loss should be this thing here. This is where our stop loss is. This one, 4798. This one here. 4798. That's our stop loss. We can modify it looking at the chart. That's our stop loss. Or we could just put it below, a ticker below that candle. Yep, there we go. Just one ticker below that candle. One ticker below. Yep, there we go. We don't want to be right at the candle because they can weak you down. Okay, so this is where our stop loss is going to be. Now, our take profit, guys, is going to be this one right there. 48.29. Wow. Not too bad. 48.29. All right. So we entered, we saw a breakout. So There was a breakout, retest. This button here is a retest, and then another breakout. Okay. So we saw a breakout. This is the first candle to close above the range, the 15-minute range. And then we have a retest. Okay. And then a candle comes out. So we were a little late. We should have entered right here as soon as it goes above the red. That's where we should have entered. Okay. Our entry point should have been here, but we were late. But to demonstrate this strategy, I have taken the trade. Okay. Our stop loss is in this region here. Our take profit is here. We're only targeting a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. So let's go back to NASDAQ. NASDAQ is still pumping to the top. We are waiting for a reversal because I don't see a retest coming in here. We're going to wait for a reversal pattern. Could be a hammer candle or an engulfer, bullish engulfer. And that should give us the permission to enter the trade to the downside. Okay. What goes up may also come down. Not all the time, but at least 70% of the time. Okay. It's all a matter of probability. There are no guarantees, and that's why we put a disclaimer. Trading is very risky. We don't guarantee the results. These are not some get-rich-quick schemes where you just come to the market and you look at the charts and you put your money and you go bam and you make $1 million. No. You will lose, okay? Trust me. You will lose many times, more than you win. You're going to lose many times. More times of loss than wins, okay? You're going to have more L's than W's. However, if your risk management is proper, using the right risk to reward ratios, you're still going to be okay. That's why I tell you, you'll find some of the professionals, they have a 38%. Even some of the algos, you know, I'm talking about bots trading, right? Some of those AI algos, they only have a winning rate of 38%. But when they win big, okay? They're using a 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5. They exploit those wins to the fullest. So if they have a winning setup, they exploit that completely. Like they go ballistic on it. They go 1 to 6, 1 to 10, you know, like they harvest the maximum they can out of a winning trade. Okay. So even with a 38% winning rate, 38%, this is below 50, my friends. This is 3.8. Every time they take 10 trades, they lose 7. They lose about 6 of them. 6.4 times, 6.2 times they lose. They win 3.8 times, and they're still very, very profitable, okay? Because of their risk management. Now, we are waiting for a reversal, and you know why? It's because you can see the 20 is spreading. They are spreading. The 20, the 200, they are highly, highly separated. Okay, so I think we are coming down here with an engulfer. If we see an engulfer, we're going to enter this trade, okay? An engulfer would be a big, fat red candle here going down. That will signify the end of this move up and a chance for us to enter a trade going down. That's what I would consider an engulfer. However, an engulfer should be a bigger candle than this, blocking the whole of this green candle, okay? Or it could be a hammer. A hammer would be something like, if I can show you a hammer. Let's see if I can draw. Okay, here is the chicken stuff. Let me close that. We don't need to go to the chicken backyard chickens. So our gold trade, how is it behaving? Well, our gold trade is still going on, guys. So hopefully it will give us some profit because we really need all the profit, guys. Our gold trade is still in there. You can see it's It's going up, going down. We're gonna let it play out, and the only thing I can do is move my stop loss to minimize damage to that account. It's a small account. If it was a big account, I wouldn't mind, but this is a tiny account, so that's why you see me moving the stop loss just to minimize the loss. Because if we lose $20, it make a big difference to a $130 account. Okay, so right now you can see that's what I'm doing. So it's pumping up a little bit, and then whoa, you see what gold just did? It pumped all the way up. I was almost moving the stop loss, and then what did it do? Came down like hard, crushing, literally crushed. It came down, bam! This came down like boop. I'm just thinking it's just a minor pullback. I think we still have some energy to go up, because if this was a true breakout and retest, there should be enough muscle to push this all the way to at least a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. Um, and that's what I'm going to be holding on. That's what I'm holding on, okay? Hang in there, guys. I did move the stop loss a little bit closer, which could be a disservice, because sometimes moving the stop loss doesn't give the market a breathing room. It's like pressurized too much. And what you do is they come down and take your stop losses. Okay, they see all these stop losses. Okay, they can see our stop losses, so they can decide, you know what, let's go get some of this liquidity so they can then move up. Yeah, so right now it's giving up all the gains, and it is a powerful red candle forming. I'm just hoping that the buyers are not going to sleep on this and let this crash on them. They have to put up a fight. Not really. Doesn't look like they're ready to put a fight, because right now we are almost coming back to our entry point, and that can signify a terrible thing. Uh, you guys can see this? Yeah, this candle here is not a beautiful candle. This is a candle that can come all the way down and take these stop losses around here, because they know people entered here. They can decide, you know what, let's go get some liquidity so we can move up. That liquidity will wipe us out and then leave us in a negative. And it is really coming down. Yep, it is coming down. Our stop loss was further down. I'm trying not to be wicked out by this. Oh, it did. It just wicked us out. So now we are even less now. Oh my goodness. So how less are we? I don't want to see the figure, guys. We lost 5 DAX to these guys. Okay, let's look at this gold trade. What is happening to gold? Breakout, comes back, takes all the money. Okay, so that's our engulfer there. That's the stop loss. It's a reversal. Consider that a reversal because this is an engulfer. So with that, we have a short position setting up there. So we entered around here. Our stop loss is going to be right tightly. We put it so tight. And our take profit is going to be at the bottom of this. Oh, it took us out again. Lost $1 because we're making the stop losses very, very close. Okay, now it's pretty confusing here. Engulfer, not engulfer. Retest, retest. Long wick to the bottom side. Let's give it time to see what happens to this candle. Closes green, we get a green bar going up, we enter, okay? We are starting to give back our wins. I told you, the market taketh what it giveth if you stay long enough in the market. So you're supposed to take what you get and leave. However, as we stay here, the market starts taking what it giveth. The market starts taking what it giveth. They're coming for this. They came back for all these liquidities here. And that's what's happening. So I'll take profit here. This candle is going to close in a few seconds. Now, is it going to be a retest of this zone and then go up, or is it going to be a continuation because we have an engulfer here? This is a big candle, guys. Big candle most likely will have a follow through. Not all the time, but could have a follow through. However, it is happening on above the moving averages. The 20 and the 200 are all facing up, okay? So it is more like a counter trade. However, this does happen sometimes, okay? The 20 wants to come close to the 200. So our take profit would be something like this. This is our take profit right there, 47.80. So we're going to go and put our take profit here. 47.80, guys. That's our take profit. So we have our take profit down here. Okay, that's our take profit. Actually, we don't want to be that greedy. We're just going to move our stop loss there. Okay, so we already moved our stop loss. It's a small account. Let me move it just one ticker above. There we go. All right, so now, whatever happens, we have a take profit down there. We have a stop loss right above this candle that's printing. And if it closes us out, we are out, but we are not losing much anymore. Okay, we have stopped the bleeding. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Go down, my friend. Goats and cows. Oh, it took us out. Okay. It took us out. They literally came and wicked us out. However, we have added, guys, we recouped the loss and we are at 138.97. Okay. So what time is it now? 10:46. Oh, we only have 15 minutes left because we trade between 9:30. So we are coming short of the move. Let's look at Nasdaq, guys. No engulfer, nothing. So I don't know. That's not even a retest anymore. Yep, nothing happening here. It was coming down, and then boom, it goes up. Okay, so it pulls back up. It's still far away. Okay, so let's look at gold. Yes, it has been halted by the 20 moving average. So that's a halt from the 20 moving average. Okay. So we're getting a reversal here. Let's see, that candle is going to close in 2 minutes. Let's see if this is a severe halt. Okay, it will be closing in 2 minutes. Now that's a hammer candle. Should have our long tool ready. Long position ready. Okay, few seconds left, guys. I have to buy one of these every day when I'm trading. One minute to go. Actually, seconds to go. 30, 20 seconds to go. Here's the timer right here, you guys. If you're wondering where is he, what he's talking about. We are waiting for the candle that prints next. If it's a green bar, we're going to enter, guys, for a long trade, long, risky trade. The more trades you take, the later in the day, the more risky they are. No. What happens? The candle literally prints a red candle going down. Okay. So continuation to the downside, halted by, yep, it's being halted by the 20 moving average there. I think we call it a day. We have, well, we have 9 minutes, so we're going to keep on an eye on this. Looking at NASDAQ, well, nothing much. This is important for NASDAQ because you see it's consolidating here. That is accumulation phase. So you see here, this is what we call accumulation phase. I can show you, like you see here, this was an accumulation phase right there, okay? Then what comes out? A massive, explosive movement. So the same thing here. We have entered an accumulation phase. Here, you can see this is an accumulation phase. We are forming one there. And then, boom, to the upside or to the downside. It doesn't matter. But whatever is going to come out of this is going to be explosive, okay? We may have entered the same phase here for gold. The opening candle was green, okay? So the sentiments are actually to the upside. You can see we had a retest here. So we can actually if you look at the daily, the higher time frames, just to get an idea of what's going on in the market. Again, you can see the daily is green. This is how it looks like. We're just above the 20, which is great. So it's green. Okay, so gold is green. Looking at the 2 minutes bars, what they're doing. So we had a breakout here, some sort of back into the fold, retest. So here was a breakout, retest, comes out there, enter that, ride that up there, comes back, maybe another retest, and it's now pushing up. Okay, so we go to the 5 minutes. It's just playing around there. You can see this is where we are, guys, 138.97 from 112. So literally we made what? 26. So 26 in terms of percentages. How much growth was that? This is 1 day, guys. So don't crucify us for 26 divided by 112 times 100. That gives you the percentage. So 23.21% gain today. I mean, where would you get something like that? Your bank gives you 1%. You'll be lucky if you get 1% APR from your bank savings account. Okay, so now there we go. It's going up. We bought. Because we have 5 minutes to go, so we're going to risk everything we can here. Plus the kitchen sink, 47.98 is our stop loss. We cannot play without stop losses. You can see where I've put the stop loss. I want to put it on this number here. I'm going to put it right below the candle, so it gives us a chance. So we don't give up a lot of our winnings. And if it goes further, I'm going to move the stop loss to break even. That's how we're going to play this. If it moves up a little bit, I'm going to play even. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play even. Okay, I'm already even now. It's moving up. I'm going to move it a little bit. There we go. Okay, let it go up. Okay, it's coming crashing now, but we are safe, okay? We are safe, guys. Excuse me. You know, I've been chewing on apples, so bapping is part of it's healthy. All right, so there we go. So that's our game now. So we entered, wherever we entered, our stop loss is down there. Where's our take profit? We can set a take profit and leave the market. Okay, so our stop loss is, let's see, I can tell you where our stop loss is now. Oh, it's gonna take us out. It's probably gonna take us out because we squeezed our stop loss a lot. So yeah, I just want to break even. I don't want to lose. So I put it above break even. It's a very tiny account, so I really don't want to risk more than I can afford to lose on this account now. Because I think you guys have learned. You've seen the ugly. We've shown you the bad side of it. We've shown, boom. So it took me out with a gain, definitely. So we gained like what, $1, $2. Yep. So we are at 140. We gained about $2. So we are at 140.77. Okay. Now we are talking about somebody who lives under $1 per day. So whatever gain they get, they're happy. Okay. So $1, somebody who lives under $1 per day, you show them how to make $1 from the comfort of their home. This is crazy. Okay. This is really crazy now. There's a massive wick from the top. Gold is behaving funny. There was a massive wick at the top. Let's see if it closes above. Well, we only have 2 minutes to go, guys. And I wanna, okay, so what did I guys sprinkle some dust? There's a spammer here. Fail ER. You know, these people create fake accounts and then they just come and spam. So what I say is I say, okay, brother. I just say what they say. Okay, bro. I do allow some comments to come through so I can see what people are thinking about. You can see there's one guy here who created a fake account and he's spamming the chat with all this crazy stuff. It's okay. You know, it doesn't matter. It's a free world. And we have this technology now. You can just vent out, because if you keep it inside, it's going to blow your heart. Okay. You know, you can overheat. Have you guys tried to put a pressure cooker? See what happens if you don't let the steam out? It's going to be an explosion. Very serious. Don't play with those pressure cookers. That's why they have a little thing at the top that rotates when it's heating up, so it can release pressure. So that's the same thing with some of these guys. Okay, you gotta let them vent. So when somebody puts funny comments on your presentation or on your blog, say thank you, Lord, for allowing them to do that, because now they are able to vent what is cooking inside. So let people vent, let people comment, let people show their colors, let people speak out. That's freedom. That allows their heart to empty, you know, like, so the pressure, that's whatever is in them, the ugliness, the bad, the negativity, whatever is in them, let them vent. Because I realize that's the issue that most people suffer from. They suffer from depression, they suffer from loneliness, they suffer from all the negative things you can think about, because they are not given a chance to be themselves, to go out and vent. Everywhere we are so careful. You want to look. No. If you want to be ugly, just let it be ugly out there. So let it, do it. And if that makes your heart lighter, your pressure down, your depression down, let it. Okay. As long as you're not harming anybody. Okay. So by putting words or negative or positive, it will not harm anybody. Okay, they are not going to harm me. No. I got alligator skin. Some of us have been online for many years. Okay, since 1998, before some of you guys were born. The internet is over 30 years old. You guys are forgetting that. So some of our coaches have been trading for 40 years before some of you were born. They have been trading. I just gave you an example. Those days they had to make calls. You have to call somebody to take a trade. Call somebody, wire the money. Takes a couple of days. You remember those days where you had to write a letter to say hi to your family or something? Put it in the post office. It takes 2 weeks, 3 weeks to go overseas. But now you can do it with a click of a mouse. Right now, I can go. It's 11 o'clock, guys. So the trading is done. We're not going to take any more trades. So let's see where we ended up. We ended up at 140. Okay, so we started at 112 and we ended up at 140. So session 2, our goal was to get this to 200. We didn't. We ended up at 140. Okay, so we fell short. Okay, so we're going to make up in the next live session. So tomorrow's live session is basically going to be, here it is. Here is the plan that we're following, guys. We have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you still have a plan. You're planning to fail, right? We agreed on that. Are we in agreement? So our goal session 2 was 200. We fell short of that. We ended up at 140. Oh, man, I have these little things moving around here. Okay, good. Dead. Smash the bag. Okay, so we ended up at 140.77. This one yesterday, we ended up at 112.79. We are making progress. That's why you see I'm not sad about this. It's just the setups. We're going to get the right setup. Don't worry. This is warm-up, okay? I told you we're going to go aggressive. When I mean aggressive, we really mean aggressive. And aggressive means we can blow the account, okay? That's what aggressive means. That means we are taking extreme risk, and that's not what you should do on your regular accounts, guys. No, this is special. You guys are being treated to a special case of aggressive recovery model. We rarely use this, okay? You're not going to use this for some fund or prop firm. They're going to fire you. They're going to kick you out, okay? You cannot do this because the drawdowns are going to be massive. The risk is going to be massive. Margins are going to be pushed to the limit, okay? Literally, you're going to be twinkling with a margin call. We have been so close. You could see the margin goes down to less than 100, okay? Margin calls. You're going to start getting those emails, texts from your brokers. You're too close to your margin. You don't want that, okay? So this is a special case. So you guys are lucky. You have a front row seat here. So make sure you join us tomorrow at 9:30. Bring your account that you are ready to go aggressive on, that you're ready, you don't mind losing it. So you're going to risk whatever you don't mind losing it. And when we take the trades, you can take the trades live. Okay, this week, you're going to have daily live sessions, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have one today. We had one yesterday. We had one last week. We had daily. Okay, go watch them. You can go and watch all of them. You can see the ugly and the good, what we did, how we blew the accounts, how we started again, and how we are growing this account. And this time we are growing the account. Okay, we're not going to blow it again. No. Okay, we're going to push this to 1600. That's our goal. Session 4 is 800. Session 5 is 1200, and session 6 is 1600. So you can see 6 sessions. Boom, we're going to get there. Okay, even though we fell short today, tomorrow is going to be a better day, and tomorrow we're looking at getting to 400. If we don't get to 400, maybe more than 400, because some days you're going to go faster, some days you're going to go hard, some days you're going to go low, depending on the market. Okay, so today the market did give us a setup that was wonderful. Managed to push us to 140, even though you can see what is going on here. Okay, if we come and look at gold, you can see what is going on here. Okay, it's still gonna go down anyway because this was a reversal move here, but I don't think we want to be here to see that. Okay, unless you guys want us to set this trade and leave. Okay, too late now to get in, however. Yeah, it's probably too late to get in. You can see that. Too late to get in. It's coming for this liquidity that's down here. Okay, you see that part there? That's what they're coming for right here. This is the part they're coming for right here. So it's going to push all the way down here aggressively, grab some of that liquidity, pull back a little bit, and then continue down. Okay. Nasdaq. Wow. Okay. Nasdaq has just broken down to this. So now Nasdaq is preparing to go up. Okay. Has come down, collected whatever it needed to collect here. Okay, see these guys here, they're screaming. Their stop losses have been hit. This part here. And now, Nasdaq is going to prepare to go up now. Okay, so we might get an explosive move to the upside. We are not going to be there to see that. It's after 11. We're not going to take any trade. Okay. So guys, let's go to our voice. Okay, so our work in progress. This is AI now. I've switched gears. So now, you can see what we have. Edelman returns the entries now. The user sees I had try adding. Okay, 2 eggs instead of eggs. Okay, so here, let's see. I ate 2 eggs and a toast. And then you stop. Okay, OpenAI key not configured. Go to settings. There is something that's happening with the APIs. You remember we had the same problem yesterday. And let's see what's going on here. Debug. Okay, so just fix this error. So all you do is grab that, go to the chart, and I'm going to paste that there, and I'm just going to tell them to fix that. So we are in the testing phase. We are in the testing phase of this app. Okay, it's an app that's going to allow you guys to track your calories, to track your wellness. So if you eat a burger in the morning, you simply go fire your app and you're going to say, ate a burger this morning, and you can describe it further using your voice. It's going to calculate how many calories you had for that morning meal, and it shows you, it tracks your progress. So let's say your daily goal is 2,000 to consume 2,000 calories, which is average daily for most people, right? Now, I do know some people need more because maybe they're athletes, they exercise more, they need 4,000 calories, 3,000 calories. And then there's some people who need less because already they are probably have excess, they're fighting some excess weight issues where they want to, cut down completely, or they have a condition that requires that they keep their calories low, like diabetes, for example, is a common disease where most people want to have their calories less. You don't need a lot of them, okay? So in a case like that, you can log your calories every day and track them. And you're going to have a log which you can print out and share with your professional or with yourself. Print it out, or you can email it to yourself. And you have a log of your calories. And also we're going to at some point we're going to make improvements to this. So right now we are testing it. This is like the third day, guys. I just we are using AI to create this, so showing you the power of AI. So this is what I call, we sprinkle dust, AI dust, at the end of our presentation, so you guys can see exactly what we're doing. So when I tell you our time is extremely busy, our coaches are very busy in the Smart Wolf Club. These guys are into trading, digital marketing, everything here, everything that I show you here, everything that I show here. It's a complete package. Okay, so when we talk about crypto, Forex, stocks, travel, digital marketing covers everything that our members do. So under digital marketing is a million things that they do. There's AI stuff, which is new. Okay, we are still learning a lot of things. When it comes to trading, we have what we call funded trading. Here's just an example of one of our student members that passed their phase one of a funded trading account, 200K account, using some of our strategies, very simple strategies. Okay. So don't miss tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a banger, because we're going to have to push this account a little further, 400, so we can get back on track. We are off the track right now because we didn't make it to 200. But you guys could see how the market conditions were today. Okay, now okay, let's see. I ate a toast of bread and ketchup. Let's see if it's recording anything. So we are trying to clean up. Okay, it did. So 150 calories logged. A toast of bread and ketchup, 6 grams of protein, and 150 calories. It tells you, it has broken down everything for you. So it is working. Woo! It is working. Champagne. Where's champagne? Champagne. It is working, guys. So before you guys leave here, okay, you're going to be like the first testers, free testers. You're going to be among the first. Those of you who are going to watch this, count yourself lucky, because you're going to have free access for the first 1 or 2 or 3 recordings. You're going to have those ones free, guys. Now, people are saying, oh, so you're going to be charging for this? Of course. Why? Because of the subscription. We don't need the money, but because we have to subscribe to the super bases, the APIs. Some of them are really, really, you can't believe how much these guys charge for information. For us to just speak and get the calories pulled, man, success. I'm so happy to see this, guys. I was fighting with this since yesterday. The APIs were not working. I had to change so many APIs. Now we are. So now I have 1850 calories left for the day. Okay, I ate, it's just an example. Of course, I didn't eat a toast of bread and ketchup. So if you eat a toast of bread and ketchup, that's about 150 calories right there. So it has 6 grams of protein, 26 grams of carbs, and 2 grams of fat. Now, with this type of information, guys, tell me what you can do. Let's say, I know, because I have family members who are diabetic, okay? They count their carbs, right? Right or not right? I have family members who are battling obesity. They count their carbs, don't they? They count their fats, they count their proteins. There you go. There you go. So it tells you where you are in terms of carbs. You're at 26, okay? So you're only allowed 100 and what? 174 left, okay, for the day. You have 6, 150. Okay, let's add something. Let's say I ate what is that? A chipotle. I ate a burger, a Whopper. You go out there and grab 3 pieces of chicken, fried chicken, for lunch, and you ate a Whopper and drink a milkshake. So that will probably going to wipe out all your calories. So let's try to log that and see what it says. 3 pieces of fried chicken, milkshake, and a Whopper. Okay, it's transcribing, and then it's going to give us a feedback. 3 pieces of fried chicken and a Whopper. Analyzing. Let's see. It is still analyzing. There we go. Whoa! Wow! 165 calories. Whoa! So now we have more fat now. We have more protein because of chicken, milkshake, and a Whopper. Now, I think he didn't know what a Whopper is. Okay, so maybe we have to be more explicit, because I think Whoppers would give you a lot of calories. So you have to say maybe a chicken sandwich or something, a big sandwich, okay? But this is the basics. It's already working. All I need to do now is polish up this, and you guys will be in for a treat, okay? So I'm going to have my team members look at this, those who are helping in the background. Some of them are super tech, geek on geeks, guys. So they're going to look at this. They're going to look at the code. They're going to look at everything. And before we let you guys rush in, okay? Whew, the power of AI. Guys, remember, I know a lot of people have anxiety when they hear AI. They're like scared. Self-driving cars. That is just part of it. Listen to the ground. Listen to what is happening out there, okay? Don't be caught with your pants down. A lot of executive jobs being replaced by AI, okay? Now, that scares a lot of us, scares a lot of people, right? A lot of our members are scared. I've had people come and personally talk to me. What do you think AI is going to do? What's going to happen? Listen, AI is not going to take your job. It's going to replace the job for those people who don't know how to use AI. If you learn how to use AI, you are not going to be, you will be irreplaceable, okay? Nobody's going to replace you if you know how to use AI. So that is something you may want to learn. And we have created opportunities for you to learn, literally, okay? Go to the Profit Wellness Hub, go to the app section, private mentorship. This is for those of you who need hand-holding. If you can do it yourself, you can go to where it says services, AI automation, individuals, AI training, individuals. Go there and enroll, okay? Enroll, okay? Enroll, enroll, enroll. You're going to learn so much, so much. Now, if you're a huge group, you're a company, look, base is 2997, additional seat is 200, okay? Up to, I think, 5 or 10 people, okay? So you can bring a friend for extra $200, okay? And you're gonna have 12 hours of live training, access to a private community, certification upon completion, okay? So you're gonna learn how to prompt properly. You guys have just seen what I did to Lovable here. Simply took a prompt and it fixed the problem. I just told it, fix this error, and I put the error there. OpenAI key not configured, go to settings and blah, blah, blah. That's the message it was giving me, not logging in the calories. But with that prompt, it did it. So everything is running right now. Everything is good right now. Those of you who watched us yesterday, you could see I could not even get calories. It was saying 0. But I prompted this further, you know. I cleaned it up. I asked them to clean up all the cleaned it up, and they did. They went and cleaned it up, okay? The AI went and cleaned it up. Here is the prompt. I put fix this error. Eddieman, blah, 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 blah. And I do that. Now, where did I get this prompt from? Engineering. I went to Gemini, Google Gemini. Here we go. You see this? This is the magic right there. This is where the magic is happening. You see all this complicated stuff? I didn't think of this. I'm not that smart. Okay? So you just simply come here and ask the AI to give you the source. It's called the secret sauce. Okay? All right. If you have no freaking idea what to create, what app to create, again, use AI. You can come here and ask Google Gemini. Go to gemini.google.com and tell them, hey, I'm thinking about creating an app in the market. Now, are you going to make it subscription-based or free? If you want a free app, you just tell the AI, I want to create a free app in the market, but I have no freaking idea of what to create. No, don't use the word freaking. Just be nice, okay, guys? And then tell them at least give me 10 suggestions of what type of an app I should create. And it's going to give you 10 of them. And then you can prompt it further. Tell them, ask me questions if you don't understand. So it's going to ask you questions, prompting. So the AI is actually going to ask you questions. And then eventually they're going to conclude based on the answers you give the AI, your capability, what you know. Are you new? Are you a beginner? Do you have some expertise in something? All that, and it's going to put it all together and tell you this is the type of app you should create. Okay? And then, of course, you're going to tell them, okay, now give me a roadmap on how to achieve this. It's going to tell you exactly A, B, C, D, what to do. And it can even, if you want to make it a subscription based, it's going to ask you, you can ask the AI to decide the price. It's going to do the research out there, the competition, and then it's going to tell you how to market this. So right now, this AI is going to tell us how to market this thing. This is, if you didn't watch our previous live where we started the origination, the ideation, you know, those big words that people use out there. We don't want to, we keep it simple in the Smart Wolf Club. They talk about ideation, implementation, blah, 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 authentication, all. No, we don't want those big words that end with ocean, shun. They just scare people. It's not rocket science. Anybody can do this with a high school education, okay? 16-year-olds can do this. They are doing this. Not that they can do this. 16-year-olds can do this, okay? So why not us? The baby boomers. We can do this too. Did I just give away my age? No, I'm not a baby boomer. All right. It doesn't matter. Age is just a number, okay? So you want to know my age? You can comment below. Ask, if you want to know my age, say yes below. Below this video, just say yes, we want to know your age, and I'll tell you my age in my next video, okay? Let's have some engagement. Aha. Okay, I think I'm going to end the stream. It's 11:30. It's been almost, it's 11:24. So let's make it 2 hours. Okay. So looking at gold, what did gold do? Gold came. It's breaking out again. It's breaking out now. But you know it's not going to go very far, right? Excuse me. You know why? Because the 200 is, the 20 is very much separated from the 200. This is a strong position right here. When they're close to each other, you guys can see this massive move to the top. If you can harvest those moves, this is crazy, right? This is a lot of money right here, okay? And you can see it's already throwing, what do you call them, wicks on the top, okay? A wick on the top signifies boom, a push to the bottom. Really, really, really strong pushes to the bottom. Yeah, yeah. Like that, like that, like that. And let's look at NASDAQ before we end this. Okay, so NASDAQ did come to the box and actually went above the box. Okay, so it is pushing up, but it's just a matter of time. It's going to come crashing down because of the separation between the 20 and the 200. These two tend to move together. You can see it goes away and then it comes back. You can see that's exactly what happens. It will go like far away, like this was really, really wide, and then it comes closer, giving some of the most explosive moves. So here you can see it is pushing really, really hard to the upside, and then it's going to come boom down. Okay. Yeah, so it's pushing up. Very tempting to take a trade. However, it's going to start coming down. You can see wicks forming at the top now. We have a wick here at the top. We had a smaller wick here. Now we had a bigger wick. And now we have a bigger candle. And hopefully and I think it's going to have a bigger wick to the downside. It's going to come down. Boom. Somebody's like, how do you know? I mean, looking the market for a long time. So you're going to know what's going to happen next. It's going to go boom. Okay, it's going to start coming down slowly, slowly. May not be a boom, but it will come down eventually. What goes up must come down. We have 3 minutes together. Now, so what's the plan for this? First, now we're going to change the name. So we're going to find a name. We're going to create a website for it. All that is going to be built by AI, a dashboard, UI, like the user interface, a really nice one. We're going to clean up all this, make it look nice. So when you guys land on this app, it's going to be a desktop app. It's going to be a mobile app, Android and iPhone, iOS. So you guys can go there and download the app on your phone, and you can start using it right away, out of the box. And you guys who are here, you're going to have 3. If you're watching this video, I'm already giving you free access, three recordings. You're going to have 3 days of free access. Now, we may take that away. There's no guarantee that it will still be there when you're there, because if we get a lot of people joining, you see, we have to control how many people get in. Okay, so maybe 100, we close it, or we polish it up again. But this is going to be your health companion, guys. When we talk about Profit and Wellness Hub, everything is deliberate. Okay. You see here, building $1 million app on the Android frontier. Everything happens here under services for you guys who need some training. If you're a corporation, you own like a business and you want your folks to be treated on AI, we can create a workshop for you. Book the workshop. It's right here. And one of our coaches is going to help you. Okay, corporate education. So minimum is $5,000, and I think it's $200 per head. I mean $200 per head. So if you have to a max of certain number of people, okay. Same thing, enterprise AI structure. You want us to set up some AI stuff for your company, automate some complex departmental workflows for you. We can do that here. Data sovereignty without compromising your data. So initialize engagement. It can even start with as simple as your website. Okay, some of you have shitty websites. We can modify that. Some of you, your customers cannot find you because your website is not properly structured. We can start from there. Very simple. Okay. So if you're talking about going digital, you don't have online presence, then that is bad. Okay. In this era, you definitely need to have online presence. And we can do that for you. Starting from there, change your logos, change your social media using AI. Okay. And of course, now we can start training AI models based on your business. Okay. So for some of you, let's say you're a plumber. I'm taking just an example. You're a plumber in a very busy city. You get 1 million calls. You have to answer each single call. Sometimes you miss calls, so you miss potential clients. We can create an AI that is going to be trained on your services, and it can have even your own avatar. It can behave exactly like you, okay? We probably have the AI listen onto some of your calls, the way you handle the customers, and it's going to learn. We train it based on your own inputs, okay? So this is going to be your AI agent that's going to answer calls for you and screen your potential clients before they get to you, cutting off maybe 50-70% of the useless calls that you get, because some people just call to ask, oh, how much you already put the prices, how much does it cost to fix ABCD? That's all they want to know. We can have the AI answer that. Okay, you don't have to answer that. And then okay, so some people just they are just calling million plumbers. Are you guys available to do 24/7? Yes, the AI can answer that. Are you available to work on a project this day, this day? The AI is going to be able to look at your schedule and say yes or no. If you're open, or it can quickly say, we can help you schedule an appointment, or we can help you schedule an assessment, So the AI does some of the manual jobs that you have to answer to. And then the AI can also realize, okay, now this one, you need to talk to them. And it can let that call come through, or send you a text that you need to answer this call, and you answer the call. Or it can let you know that you need to call this person back. And it's going to take their number, their name, and give you a brief information, brief message. And by the time you're answering the question, you are already prepared to make that closing sale. So it can help you close some of that. And we can train it. I mean, the sky is the limit. We can take it, whatever you imagine, you can create. It's because of lack of imagination is what's limiting us. We can create anything now, okay? People are going to the moon. They just flew by the moon, okay? So what does that tell you? I mean, these guys were, 10 days up there? What does that tell you? This is not a joke, my friend. What is SpaceX doing now? They are recovering booster rockets. It tells you technology has moved from before, where we could not recover the rockets. Now we can recover the rockets. Before you had to drive manually. Now we have automated cars. Now we have self-driving cars. Literally self-driving. Have you had a ride in one of those? If not, don't worry. They're coming to your city very soon. If you live in a major metropolis, they'll be coming soon. Just a few more years. It'll be full of self-driving cars. Drones now doing deliveries, okay? Or hotels served by robots. You go to a hotel, you call the front desk, say you need towels. Who shows up? A robot delivers your towels, and it's very nice to you. Says, hi, thank you, good night, goodbye. And it goes away. Delivered your towels, no human contact, just robot contacts. You guys saw what happened last year in the scientific conferences in China. You saw those personal robots, AIs. You literally have a friend, a partner you can talk to, who is an AI model trained by you. They know what you like, they know what you don't like, and they simply just be nice to you, talk to you. It started with Alexa, right? Now we are humanizing humanoids. They're called humanoids. We are now humanizing Alexa. Put that into a human, looking like a human. And you have that sitting next to you, literally having a conversation, exchanging ideas. So there's no reason to be lonely anymore now. You can go and talk to AI. Hey, guys, I think that should end it. It's 11:35. We had a whole bonus of 30 minutes. I sprinkled a lot of AI stuff. To put it together is that need to learn AI, and we have everything for you to succeed, okay? So just go to profitwellnesshub.com and make sure you join. You're going to learn things like this, okay? Building $1 million app on the Android section. Very simple. It can take me just 30 minutes to have one of these going, okay, using AI. Right here, I'm using notebooklm.google.com. Literally, I can feed notebook LM with the resources. Okay, I can go out there, ask Google Gemini, what are the top 10 $1 million apps in whatever field? I don't know, just open, I have no idea, right? I start from there and they're going to give me the top 10. I go to those sites, put that content here on Notebook LM, and I tell Notebook LM to do the research. It's going to do the research, and I can ask Notebook LM to pick 1 or 2 or 3 out of those that and ask me questions. So, and then I come up with my own based on what is already working out there. Not copying what somebody else is doing, but you can better what they're doing. What are they? Look at what the customers are saying. What would they want to see on, let's say, a particular app, and you can improve on that. Okay. So, guys, I think let's end it here, and let's end it on a powerful note. We'll meet tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a nice day. Bye. And so that's basically what's happening. So building $1 million app on Frontier. You can see the sources provides an overview of an entrepreneur. So I was just looking at what somebody has done. Okay, you're not going to copy what they've done, but you can get an idea from what they have done. Okay, so guys, let's end this on a high note. So I'm going to close. So a recap before we go. So this is where we ended up today, guys, at 140.77. It's a very tiny account, and as you can see, the topic yesterday was how to grow a small account. Maybe we should not even say a small, micro account. This is probably the smallest account I've ever tried to grow. Okay, I think I've tried smaller ones, but they're very hard to grow, very hard, because the market is not forgiving. So any little mistake, you're going to blow this account. Okay, you guys can see that. Just little mistake, the account is gone. Okay, boom, 1 second, you sleep 1 minute, the account is gone. A week like this week here is enough to clear your account. You enter here, the wick comes down, boom, hits your stop loss, you are out, zero. This account goes down to zero. Okay, so this is like a big challenge for me. Many years ago that we did this, but I believe we can grow it, and we're going to give it our best shot. So you want to be part of this journey, join us every morning this week. And then next week, we're going to go back to our 2 sessions per week, okay? Because I don't have a lot of time. As I told you, I'm very busy. I'm focusing on so many things. I want to make this succeed, okay? This $1 million app here, we're going to make this succeed, okay? So this project here is a big one. It's $1 million potential project. You can see there are already projects out there running at $1 million. Same, similar type of project. And this one is going to be even better because we know exactly what is lacking. We have surveyed what is missing out there. We're going to add those features. We're going to make it easy to use. We're going to make it better. We're going to make it functional. And we're going to make it very, very responsible to your needs. Okay? Very responsible to your needs, because we all have different needs. Some of us need to, lose weight, 10 pounds. Some of us need to lose 100 pounds. So there's going to be a difference between somebody who wants to lose 10 pounds and somebody who wants to lose 100 pounds in the same time. The goals are going to be different. Their eating habits, their exercise, their weight loss trajectories are going to be different. Okay, their sleeping patterns, their lifestyle, their emotions. So we want to have one that is responsive, that takes care of you health-wise. And that's why we talk about the Profit and Wellness Hub, because we want you guys to make profit at the same time to be well, to enjoy the profits. And we're going to teach you how to make the profits. Like one of the things we're going to teach you is, for those of you like how to trading the markets. Trading the markets probably has the shortest barrier to entry, because all you have to do is learn the skills, okay? Learn the skills. Now, it does take time to learn the skills, okay? It's not some get-rich-quick scheme. So trading Forex, stocks, stock options. Some of you are want to retire soon. In retirement, what do you need? We have gone through this training before. You need cash flow. So we're going to show you how you can cash flow using option trading. Okay, you sell a put, you earn interest. What the hint? You sell a put, you earn interest. You sell an option, you earn interest. You buy an option, you pay interest. So if I want cash flow, what do I do? That is a question for the next, when we meet tomorrow, guys. Okay, you want to retire? Listen to this. When you sell an option, you earn interest. And when you want to retire, what do you need? You need cash flow, okay? Because you have this saved up some money. You have a nest egg here. If you start eating that nest egg, you're going to run out of money very soon. People are living longer. We've gone through this training before. Go watch one of our lives where we talked about life expectancies, and we saw people are living to be 80, 70, 90, 100 years. So you got to pay attention to that, okay? You may run out of money sooner than you expect because you are living longer. So if you don't have cash flow, it's going to be a big problem, okay? So we need cash flow because your expenses are not stopping. You still have to pay for your medical. Your medical is going to go off the roof as you get older. You know that, right? You get older, you start developing conditions, arthritis, high blood pressure, diabetes, things like that, dementia, very costly healthy conditions. For men, prostate kicks in. I mean, that's common. I mean, a lot of men are going to suffer from that. Prostate issues, prostate cancer, treatments are off the roof, okay? So you're going to need some cash flow to be able to pay for those things, okay? You need to eat healthier. You need a good car to move from one place to another. You're old. You don't want to be driving a car that's going to break up on the road. You don't have the energy to fix it. You need good tires. You don't need tires that are going to go flat on the highway. You're 70 years old, 80 years old. You don't have the energy to fix the tire. You know what I mean? Simple things that we overlook. So you're going to need cash flow. You're going to need money, right? You're going to need a fat wallet to be able to pay for these things. And most of us are not prepared for that, okay? So the best thing is to learn how to create cash flow. So the little nest egg that you have, you're going to use that, leverage that to create your cash flow. And you don't need a lot, okay? Somebody was telling me, oh, I have 300K, 300,000 US dollars saved up. Okay, 300,000 US dollars saved up is not a lot of money. Let's say if your expenses are adding up to 10K, 300,000 divided by 10K, that only gives you how many months? 30 months. 30 months is how many years? 2 years? Yeah, less than 2 years. So do you want to tell me you're planning to live 2 years after retirement? So you retire at 65. By 67 and a half, you have no money, okay, because your 300K is gone. So how are you going to make sure that 300K brings you cash flow, brings you money? Learning some of the strategies, okay, investment strategies. I know your financial advisor would advise you where to put your money, okay. Most of them would probably invest it in something that gives you about 10% pegged on the S&P or the market, general market returns about 8%. Now, 8% of 300,000 per year, that's not enough to live on, because 8% of 300, we can do that maths right now. If you guys have time, I have the time. I do have time. For you guys, I always have time, okay? I like you so much. So 300K, let's say that's your nest egg. This is just an example. I know some of you have millions saved up. So don't worry. This doesn't apply to you. If you have 10 million saved up, okay, you can just snooze or go for a walk. This is for somebody who is right there struggling, like some of us. So you have saved up 300K. Not many people have saved up 300K, okay? Most people, we have zero, okay, saved up, because we actually minors, credit card debt. You have a mortgage, okay? You're still, so if you're having a mortgage already, if your home is $1 million, you're a minus 1 million already, right there. Just, yeah, you own $1 million home or a 300,000 mortgage. You have 500,000 in mortgage. That is minus 500. That's where you're starting from. Oh my goodness, reality now kicks in. Minus 500,000 and you want to retire. Maths doesn't add up, right? So if you have minus 500,000 in mortgages and cars and loans, and you have only saved up 300K, look, how are you gonna make this maths work? Because already you're minus, you have a shortfall of 200K. Do you guys look at that way? And you're forget about the mortgage alone. Even if your mortgage is paid off, there's what we call levies. There is insurance. There is, don't forget the taxes. Oh my goodness. The taxes, these are gonna kill you. Okay, taxes. You know what is the average tax bill? Maybe 10K, right? If you have $1 million home, most likely the taxes are like 12K per year. It's like $1,000 a month in tax that you have to pay. So literally, this $1 billion should be bringing you at least 12K out of the basket just to pay for taxes. How about insurance? How about repairs? The sewage system, the roof needs replacement. The doors are coming off the hinges. The landscaping. Because when you're 8 years old, you may not have energy to mow your lawn. So you're going to have a lawn management company coming to do it. The young fellows coming out to do this for you. So guys, can you see how quickly this adds up and how important this is? Maybe we should have a discussion about this. I don't want to discuss that now, but I think we should have a serious discussion and maybe use AI. Feed this to AI and let's see if the AI gives us a solution. The AI has already given us some solutions. One of the solutions is to create cash flow. Even at that senior age, you need cash flow. You're retired from your 9 to 5. You have this nest egg. This nest egg should be able to bring you cash flow. Now, if you put it into a regular market, okay, give it to your financial guy, and he works really hard. He's a good guy. You like him. You trust him. He's excellent in what he does. Of course, because he's going to give you 8%, 8 to 10% return per year. So 10% return of 300 is 30K. Okay, so that means every year, this guy gives you a check of 30K. This you can spend, okay, without touching your nest egg. Now, 30K divided by 12, which is monthly, that gives you about $3,000 per month. Now, looking at your expenses, if we are talking about 10K, most people are spending about 10K per month. Okay, you are 80 years old, you have dementia, you have prostate issues, you're diabetic, you're hypertensive, you have arthritis issues. So you're seeing all these doctors. So your medical bill alone is probably $5,000 there already per month, okay? So this 3K is nothing. Then you have, maybe your house is paid off, okay? At 80, probably your house is paid off, but you have taxes. Let's say your home is $1 million home. So you have 12K in taxes. And this is being very conservative. If you live in some expensive counties, my friend, this is 20K bill. For $1 million home, you're probably paying 20K in taxes. I don't know. You guys, I'm not an expert in taxes. You guys can go and check. It is easy to look it up. I can look it up right now. Okay. But this is going to be too long. But anyway, so 3K is not going to cut it. The 8%, 10% is not going to cut it. So we're going to go a little aggressive. So we're going to be looking for about 30%. Now, here we start talking. 30% of 300K is about 100K. So we need this portfolio to generate, the 300K portfolio should be generating us about 100K. How are we going to do this without risking too much? It's aggressive, but how are we going to do it? That's where we come up with some options. One of the options is to sell options. Option selling, okay? So we go there to the option chain, we look for 1 month out, we sell the options, and we earn interest. So monthly, it will be 3%. So we are looking for a 3% per month earning. Okay, 3% per month gives us about 30% per year. Give and take. I mean, it's 36, but let's say 30%. Now, so 30% of 300 will give us about 100K. 100K gives us about 10K per month. Okay, that's what we're looking for. 10K per month, most of us would be comfortable. Not all of us. I know Tajimoto is on here, one of our coaches. His monthly bill is 30K. Okay, his lifestyle, his homes, his car, love of cars, his love of food, exotic food. His sushi alone, I think the bill is like 6K per month. Okay, the type of sushis and natural foods and organic foods that he eats. He says he spends about 6K just for food to feed himself. And then, of course, other things, memberships, subscriptions, travel. Some people need to travel a lot. Doctors, personal trainers. You guys are forgetting there's so many things. And also you're getting up there, you need maybe an assistant. So you have like dementia, you need somebody to take care of you, a trained person, aid. So 10K is really nothing. Okay. Okay, we're gonna end it here. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna trade. Our goal is to get this to 400, following this plan right here. Because you can see today we ended at 140 instead of 200. So tomorrow we're going to try to double, triple this to get us to 400. We're going to try our best, okay? It's risky, but we're going to try. We might blow the account. So guys, don't be sad if we blow the account, because we're going to go really ballistic on this, okay? So the real game has started now, okay? So let's end this, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to say a word of prayer. That's how we're going to end this. Okay, so we're going to end this on a strong note. So I'm going to remove this. And there I am. I am back. I was chewing this apple all along. So excuse me if you're hearing my chewings. That's how I roll. If you don't like it, that's okay. Just bear with me. It's nothing wrong. They told me 1 apple per day keeps the doctor away. So when I'm trading, I've not eaten anything since morning. All I ate is the apple and drank some water. Okay. Here is the water bottle. So I'm human, just proving to you that this is not my avatar. It's not my AI avatar. This is not AI. This is me, real, right here. If you cut me here, you see blood. All right, guys, the time has come. Everything that has an end, a beginning has an end. If it begins well, it ends well. It began well, it ended well. And I appreciate you guys who are here. I really, really do like that you guys subscribe to this channel so we can grow it, guys. You see, I told you, I showed you what some of our similar channels that are trading live, talking about AI live, giving you free alpha, like literally taking you to my account, small account, okay, my student's account with his permission, and you guys see live trades, okay? Most people show you recordings, they don't show you their losses, they don't show you their emotions, but I'm showing you live. We took the trade, we lost, oh, we won, the candle is going down, but I'm showing you live. So here we are, and those channels have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, okay? And do you know how they grow those? By people subscribing. So you guys, if you watch this video, make sure you subscribe and then share this with at least 5 people. If each one of you shares with 5 people, we get to 5,000 subscribers. Then those 5,000, 5 people each, we get to 25,000. We quickly get there. And then what is going to happen? I give more alpha. Most of my coaches are going to be interested in participating in this, because if I can show them that we have an audience that is willing to learn from them, then they're going to show up, okay? They will be, excuse me, they'll be here feeding you guys with alpha, something that you can take and run away with it. Like right now, I have just given you guys a plan. You want to make some money right now using AI? I just showed you exactly what you can do. You can create an app. You can create product services using AI. You can package something and sell it, okay? You can only make money online if you have like a buy button. If you don't have a buy button online, you don't make any money. Okay? So it's a journey. Okay? So let me tell you, it's a journey. It's not a destination. Okay? So it's a 1,000-mile journey. It's going to take several steps. It's not going to happen like right away. Most of us are in the journey. We are working together to get there. But there's light at the end of that tunnel. It's not an oncoming train. It's real light. Okay? There we go. So in the belief of the power mighty, we pray and we thank those who are here today. We pray that the market was good to us today. We moved our account. We grew our account. As long as we ended up positive, we are happy and we give thanks to the Almighty. As long as we ended up positive, we are happy. Even though we did not achieve our goal for the day, we're hopeful that tomorrow we're going to go way and above our goals. Okay? We pray that those who are going to implement the training may become successful. We pray that the markets be good to us until we meet again. In the name and the belief of the power mighty, we pray. Amen. Guys, stay positive, okay? Help the needy. If there's anybody around you who needs something and you can do something about it, you can help them, please help them. Please, please. Let's take care of our brothers and sisters. That's why we're here. That's why we're here, for each other, okay? Love your neighbors, you love yourself. Please take care of your neighbor. Neighbor here means anyone around you who is in needy. It's not your physical neighbor, okay? I know some of you don't even talk to your neighbors, but if you see they're in need, please help them, okay? Help somebody, and always be positive. Keep the negativity away, okay? It doesn't help. It doesn't serve you better to be all grouchy, all negative. Just keep the positivity flowing. Keep the positivity going. Keep the positivity going, and you're gonna go very, very far. Trust me. When I meet you next time in one of our live trading sessions, you're gonna say, "I remember you saying that. I feel much better in my heart." Your heart will feel lighter. Your shoulders are gonna feel more free because you've uplifted those crazy grouchiness, those revenge thoughts, those negative thoughts that keep you away from being who you are. I know you're a very good person in your heart. Most of us are born clean, like babies. Clean. You see the baby? Innocent, nothing negative. We are like clean slate. Then we start writing all these negative things in our head, in our hearts, from here to here, here to here. And then we become these monsters in a package. We look good on the outside, but inside we are monsters. Attack dogs. No. Let's clean that. Okay, start afresh today, right now. We're starting afresh like a baby, fresh. No negativity. We don't know anything negative. And then let's start writing our own slate. Just feed it with positivity. Feed it with positive stuff, positive thoughts. All the negative thoughts, leave them alone. I mean, life is going to throw stuff at you, okay? Because we're all going through stuff, right? We all, oh my goodness, finances, relationships, healthy challenges, politics. See what is happening in the world right now. You turn on the TV, you turn it off. Craziness going on, right? So all that boom, 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 all that negativity, all that noise, confusion, catastrophes, epidemics, pandemics, hunger, politics. You know what? Let's wipe that and let's start afresh. Let's write a new chapter. Chapter of caring, patience, loving one another, love your neighbors, you love yourself, and of course, helping. Give that helping hand. I see my neighbor is down there. My neighbor here means anybody around me who is in need. I see somebody down there. I put my hand and lift them up, okay? I lift them up. And then if I feel like I'm going down, there's a hand here which I can reach up to. And then we all pull this guy up, or this woman, or this lady, or this man. We pull them up. And there we are. And that's what we do in the Smart Wolf Club. That's the reason I show up here. It's not fun to be in front of this camera, guys. It's not fun. But I do it because I want to give back to the community. That's why I'm here. I spend my hour, 2 hours talking. I could be trading. I could be creating apps, literally. I could be finishing this app right now, but I'm here talking, right? So, all right, guys, I end it there. I'll see you tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe, follow us, share this with all your friends. I'm sure we're going to make a difference. Brothers and sisters, I will see you tomorrow. Have a nice day. Done and dusted.